Welcome to Online Chem 2. Thought a video would be a great way to get you guys a little bit more comfortable with how the course is going to run. When you log into our Canvas course, your syllabus button is on the left. You need to read the syllabus. I encourage you to print the syllabus because you're going to take a quiz on the syllabus, and it's nice to have a printed copy that you've read over so you're familiar with where stuff is, but you can use the syllabus to answer the questions on that orientation quiz. Requirements for the course: you guys have already completed Chem 1 successfully. What materials do you need? A textbook, which is an ebook, which you have already gained access to by registering for the course, and it's included in tuition. The textbook, the ebook, is included in tuition. Number 2, the virtual lab is not included in the tuition. You will have to purchase the virtual lab. I'm going to show you how to purchase the lab in just a moment. Okay, how do you access your ebook? On the left, there is a McGraw-Hill Connect link. That's where you will access your ebook, is through that link. Okay, moving on, I'm going to click on the modules link. Everything, assignments, lectures are posted under modules. Okay, so when you click on modules, the first module, I have it minimized right now, but it's the student information module. You're going to see that same module in every class at EMCC. It has information with a calendar for the college. It has information about proctoring, forms to fill out if you're an out-of-state student, etc. So there's all kinds of information in the student information module. The next module is where we get specific to our course. The virtual lab. This is how you'll purchase and register for the virtual lab. Our virtual lab is called Achieve. So there's a link for student registration and more information about Achieve. You can purchase it here by entering a credit card online. You're purchasing a code that gives you access to the lab, or you can go to the EMCC bookstore to purchase a lab code. It's whichever is for you. But you will have to have that purchase by the end of the first week because there are labs due. Now, let's get to the module. Each week, the module contains the assignments that you need to complete. I recommend you complete those assignments in order. I have them organized in the order you need to complete them so that you know what you need to know to do the next one. Let's go through them briefly. The first one's an introduction. That's it. Click on that, go to the discussion board, and you'll see my introduction. My name's Tara Hurt, your chemistry teacher. I'm starting my 20th year here. You can give me your major, whatever information you want. Okay, and that is a graded assignment. It won't take long to complete that assignment. The next assignment is an orientation assignment. This is an orientation to the course. This is where you use your syllabus. So read over it, have it handy, use the syllabus to answer the questions in the orientation assignment. Okay, the next entry is where I'm talking about your online homework. The online homework is called Connect. Some of you might have used Connect in another course. Connect comes with the ebook. The next assignment is your first Connect assignment. It is a review of Chemistry 1. So you guys should be ready to complete that review of Chem 1 without hearing any Chem 2 lectures, because it's all material you should have covered in Chem 1. Now, let me talk to you a little bit about the Connect assignments, okay, because the way I have it. That Chem 1 review, you can see it's due Sunday night, August 28th at midnight. Any of my Connect assignments, when you click on Chem 1 review, you do not have to complete the assignment the first time you click on it. There's no time limit on the Chem 1 review. The only thing the Connects have is a due date, no time limit. So I can click on that assignment, I can read every question and not answer a thing, and when I click on it in an hour or tomorrow or 2 days from now, I still have access to it. I could click on it and answer, 3 questions or 5 questions, and when I come back later, those 5 questions are answered and I can just pick up from there. Okay, so you can work on the connects as much as you want between now and the due date. They will automatically submit on the due date. The next entry in the module, it's not an assignment, but this is your lectures. Read and watch. That's how I always name them. Read and watch chapter 10, read and watch chapter 11. So this is going to be your YouTube lectures. I've recorded YouTube videos. Watch those, take notes on them, and that's going to take some time to go through those lectures. You probably don't want to read and watch everything in one sitting. The next entry, chapter 10, gas laws, that's another connect assignment. Same rules apply. You can work on it as much as you need to between now and the due date. And some of y'all, depending on where you took Chem 1, some students might have covered the gas laws in Chem 1. That can go either way. Now, the next assignments, it looks like a lot, but it's really not that many assignments. The next assignments are your labs. Achieve is what it is, but these are your lab grades. You have to purchase access to these. Remember, I'm going to scroll up. You purchase access through that virtual lab module at the top. Okay, the lab that I have highlighted now, do you see it's just a link? It's a link that takes you to information about the virtual lab. Then there's experiment. It's just a link. I'm going to click on the next one because it's the procedure. It's just a link, but I want to show you what it looks like. Again, you would have to purchase to get access to this. It's not included with the ebook part. Okay, so notice the top. Do you see under Experiment 1, it says enter your virtual lab here? Click on here, and you're going to have 2 tabs open. So here takes you to the actual virtual lab. I'm going to click Start Lab. Now I'm going to click the box because anytime you go into chemistry lab, you have to have your goggles, your lab coat, and your gloves are required. And we enter the virtual lab. So I'm going to toggle between these 2 tabs where I read the procedure, and then when it tells me what to do, like I'm on number 2, it says get an Erlenmeyer flask. I'm going to go here and I'm going to get an Erlenmeyer flask. Now notice, I just grabbed a 250 Erlenmeyer. But if we go back to the procedure, it says use a 150. So let me tell you guys this about the procedure and the lab. You can work these steps as many times as you want, and I encourage you to do that. For example, I'm going to grab a balance. Let's say, like the instructions say I'm supposed to measure a 150 Erlenmeyer beaker. It's easy, an Erlenmeyer flask. It's easy to grab the wrong flask, okay? And so I weigh this 250 Erlenmeyer. I need to record that mass. It says 118.000. You can record it on your computer. You can record it on notebook paper. That is up to you, whatever you prefer. I prefer to have paper and pencil to record it. So I'm going to write down 118 grams. Well, I've messed up because the procedure said to measure a 150 Erlenmeyer, but I've measured a 250. So when I go to answer the questions about the lab and I'm looking for the answer of 118, it's not going to be there because I have grabbed the wrong thing. So this is why I tell y'all it's a good idea to do the procedure twice. Every time you weigh a 250 Erlenmeyer or a 150 or a beaker or whatever, they're going to have the same volume if you have the right flask. Okay, so I encourage you to go through these steps twice. The second time, you're just double checking to be sure all your numbers are accurate. So the second time, you would go through that quickly. Okay? Now, again, that's your procedures. Once you finish the procedures, then you complete the graded lab assignment. Anything that's got a due date on it is for a grade. You can only complete the lab assignment one time, but you can do the procedure as many times as you want. Now it looks like a lot, okay, because there are 3 labs the first week, but the first two is just an intro and a lab skills. So they're not as detailed as, say, the Avogadro's lab. But notice the order. Background, it's just some background reading about the lab. It might tell you about the material shelf and the containers shelf and how to click and drag and how to drag things to the sink. The procedures is the actual instructions for the lab. And then the questions is what you want to do after the procedures. So I'm trying to reiterate, y'all, do them in order. Every week you'll see it goes background, procedures, then lab assignment. Okay, once you get to week 2, notice it's background, procedures, lab assignment. You want to work that order every time. Okay, and so that's a little bit about Module 1. Again, it looks like a lot, but there's only one chapter covered in Module 1. You do have 3 labs. 2 of those are intro and getting used to the lab. If you have questions, I encourage y'all to post them on the discussions board. Check there to see if somebody else has already asked the same question you have. Feel free to Canvas message me or email me. And the most important thing about the course is do not wait until Sunday to try to complete everything. You'll be overwhelmed and you will not be successful in the course if you wait until Sunday to get started. So feel free to reach out to me via Canvas message, via email, or to post on the discussion board. And let's have a great semester.